In his younger days, many thought he looked a lot like Paul McCartney. The fact is, there is a real connection between McCartney and this man. His name is Joey Molland. Joey was once a member of Badfinger, the 70s rock and roll group that caught the ear of Paul McCartney, who liked their sound so much, he gave them one of his songs, Come and Get It, and with it, a contract with the Beatles-owned Apple Records.
You want it, here it is, come and get it, but you better hurry 'cause it's going fast.
It was very exciting. I was 23 years old in 1970. We had a bunch of records all in a row. We were working with the Beatles and everybody else, Eric Clapton, all these people, Bob Dylan. It was amazing. It was very exciting.
And it was in 1970, while on the road in the Midwest, that the young McCartney lookalike would meet a young Beatles fan and musician from Hopkins, Minnesota, Kathie Wiggins.
I had no idea Joey was connected to him, but he looked kind of like my Paul McCartney when I first saw him. And
the two were married and have remained married for more than 2 decades. The boy from Liverpool who grew up to be a rock star, and the girl from Minnesota who once was the Hilux Genie, have survived many long years on the roller coaster ride of the music business. On the upside, there was the relationship with the Beatles, including the chance to play on some of the solo albums of John Lennon and George Harrison.
He called us up one day and said, "Will you come down and play guitar for us?"
Joey, Peter Ham, and Tom Evans, all members of the Badfinger, played acoustic guitars on the recording of Harrison's My Sweet Lord.
My sweet Lord, my Lord. I remember finding out about you.
After their biggest hit, Day After Day, was released, Badfinger was doing about 180 shows a year. Every show sold out. Their album sales were in the millions. They thought they had enough money in the bank to last a lifetime. Instead, they slowly learned their manager had spent it all.
He spent it all. He spent it on Rolls Royces and flying film producers in and supplying them with bimbos and all the other side of the music business that we all hear about but we never see. We happen to get involved with that life.
And so, the roller coaster ride was headed down. Badfinger, the group often compared to the Beatles, once on top of the music scene, was ruined.
We were broke, weren't we? Flat-skinned, and my kid was real ill, had 104 temperature, and there I am at the, I think it was the Burbank clinic, charity clinic, with my kid in my arms, burning up. And the only medical help is a nurse telling me to take his clothes off, and maybe that'll help him cool down. And I'm angry enough now to go and kill this guy. I really wanted him dead.
No matter what you are, I will always be with you.
But it affected Peter Ham even more than Joey. The financial problems and the group's demise were too devastating for Peter. And in 1975, the Badfinger guitarist and lyricist hanged himself. He was just 27 years old. But Joey and Kathie would survive this news and struggle onward.
we've been in positions where we're broke, we can't do anything, but out of those positions we've kind of gathered up our will, come up with a new idea, a new angle, a new something. It's kind of, with the death of something, the birth of something else comes out of it, if you try hard enough.
So with Kathie's encouragement, years later, Joey and Tom Evans tried for the top again. They reunited and brought Badfinger back to life.
They broke up and went their separate ways and then rejoined forces. The two guiding forces, Joey Molland and Tom Evans, are back together again. And nothing could be better. This is good stuff, driving sound. Ladies and gentlemen, Badfinger.
There are times when it feels so hard just to carry on.
But the reunion was short-lived. And in 1983, Tom Evans hanged himself. He was 36.
It's horrible to lose them because I think life is to live. You know what I mean? It's not to finish. You know, it's not to end. There's no. I think this is heaven. You know, Really, this is heaven for me. And I think if you ask anybody, they'd like to stay alive.
No, they're doing it pretty good.
Maybe some shots.
Today, Joey's heaven on earth means raising his two boys in Shorewood, Minnesota. Joey Jr., who's 14, and 12-year-old Sean are growing up more like Midwestern kids than like the sons of a rock and roller.
Isn't that a dream? Isn't that a dream? Isn't that a heart? Don't know the words now. Isn't that a dream?
And Joey Molland hasn't let financial devastation or being jilted by managers and record companies or two suicides stop him from making music. More than 20 years after the good years of Badfinger, Joey Molland is still moving forward and once again on his way up.
I don't want him to stop. He's too good.
His latest creation is a highly acclaimed new album, The Pilgrim.
Somebody. In the end, what you get is what you see. Oh yeah. What you did and how it works, a mystery. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot in being gone. Oh yeah. It's a long, long way back home. Long, long way.
Joey Molland has always felt you've got to take what you can get and make the best of it. Maybe that's why he's a rock and roll survivor.
I think patience has got probably the biggest part to play. You have to be patient. You have to believe. You have to make it work. You have to make it go right yourself. You can't expect other people to do it.
In my dreams tonight, we're gonna start a future bright. With 1,000 smiles, I see it all so clear tonight.
I'm a firm believer in the good stuff coming out winning in the end. Maybe I watch too many Gary Cooper movies or stuff like that, but I really believe in those heroes and things like that. And like the lawyer from Yale, that guy who comes on TV and stands up for causes, the guy with the glasses and the curly hair, you know, those kind of guys come out of the woodwork somewhere. So those people are real. I've learned this in life.